Hey guys, this is Camera Geek from AccessoryGeeks.com showing you today the exclusive BNA Nature Apple iPad 2 100% hardwood case and stand here today. This is the BNA Nature Apple iPad 2 hardwood case and stand. It is made completely out of teak wood. It is made specifically for the Apple iPad 2. If you take a look, on the back there is a port for the camera, and down here for the speaker. You can flip it around, and then the camera would be down here, and then the speaker would be up here, hence the extra holes. But let's go back. If you didn't hear the click, this actually does have the magnets inside the case, not unlike like a smart cover, so it will turn the iPad on and off when you close it and open it. Oh, and I also didn't mention that the case will lock into place with these little nubs. What you gotta do is just close it, make it look like a cutting board, and then you can lock the case into place with these two nubs. Since they are made out of wood, they don't fit in perfectly, not all the time. This nub right here does, but this one has a little bit of trouble. But they are going to be all completely different because they are made of wood, so maybe you might get one that works fine. The iPad is held into place with these little hinges right here. Not the most secure. There is a little bit of wobbling. Typically these things have silicone, like little silicone mats that you would put into the case as well, but they don't seem to be in this one. The BNA Nature's iPhone cases run with those, but these don't for some strange reason. Since there's no real bells and whistles other than the fact that it's made out of wood, the iPad is almost completely functional just as it normally would. There are two big concerns of mine, actually maybe about three big concerns of mine about this case. The docking port is accessible, but not the headphone port. Unless you turn the iPad around, oops, there we go. And now the headphone port is accessible, but not the docking port. So you have to kind of choose one or the other. The other main concern is that you won't have access to the volume rocker or the locking switch. Or I should say the sound switch, not the locking switch. You won't have access to those if they are in the case. You'd have to take them out. Or you'd have to take the case out to adjust the volume. You can adjust the volume of the iPad via the screen, but it seems a little cumbersome. Kind of what the main concern of like the Kindle Fire was. But those are my only main concerns. It doesn't seem like a very functional case for every day, but since I am the camera geek, I was thinking I could, if I had an iPad 2, I probably would get this and use it as a case to hold the iPad when I show off my photo and video portfolio. Because it does look like a frame. It's a very handsome piece, and you know, it really will stick in people's minds, kind of like a meshing of modern and ancient. It does look really nice. It just doesn't function very well. But if you use your iPad less for like listening to music and more for you know, drawing, playing games, showing off a portfolio, then this is probably a piece for you. It sits in this position right here, just like this, and also in this position. I accidentally opened up an app. Oops. It also will sit in this position with the angle very, very steep. Not really my favorite, but it does look a lot like a photo frame. It can also sit in the portrait orientation, but I really, really don't like this because it's sitting 90 degrees to the table or wherever it may be. My favorite orientation so far would be having it sit like an easel. Just because I feel like you'd have more access, less strain on your wrists to use the case like this. And it gives it a very nice viewing angle. Like I said, if you were to show off like a portfolio, or if you wanted to use like the Colors app to draw. So I'm a little split about this. It definitely is a very nice looking piece. It smells wonderful because of teak wood construction. And it looks awesome. I love anything that is just very simplistic, made of wood, and it looks great against the black bevel. But as far as function goes, it may not be the best for everyone. People who really like to utilize every little piece of their iPad might do better with a more functional case, maybe one not as big. But people who just use it every so often, maybe to read, draw, show off their portfolio, and people who don't mind carrying around a cutting board, this is definitely an interesting piece. I would suggest getting it just because, you know, it's made of wood, it's very novel in that fact, and it looks great. Alright guys, if you have any more questions regarding the BNA Nature Apple iPad 2 100% hardwood case and stand made of teak wood, or if you have a question about any of the items that we sell here at AccessoryGeeks.com, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 1-866-GEEKS-93, or you can always contact us via live chat, Facebook, or email. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and as always, there's free shipping to the US and Canada. This has been Camera Geek, guys, and remember, you got it from a geek.